Hi guys, this is Marco Robinson, #1 best-selling author, winner of Best Real Estate Investment Company 2015, award-winning entrepreneur, founder of the Naked Group of Companies, and recently, just last week, winner of Tatler's Best Restaurants 2015, which is one of the coolest things. Now, how did all that become possible? Well, it became possible because I had a lot of struggle in my life, and you saw by last week's video of my life story that my dad was a gambler, my mum left my dad, we were struggling like hell when I was a kid. We used to sleep in the park quite often because things were so bad. We used to move from town to town. I never had any friends. I was bullied, blah, blah, blah. And what that did, it really distanced me from society, and it really forced me to really be self-independent as a person because I had to protect my emotions. And even then, my mum went into an abusive relationship, which was not really, it doesn't facilitate a happy childhood, put it that way. So all through that childhood now, actually all that background that I had as a struggle actually became a blessing in disguise, because what it forced me to do is it forced me to retreat into my imagination. Now, my imagination basically set me free because it enabled me to think about what life I would like in the future that I didn't have in the present. And of course, because I was so unhappy in the present life, it forced me to think of other things that I wanted to do. On many occasions, I'd run away from home, leave home, because I just wasn't happy there. Now, one of the things I want to talk about creating more streams of income for you, is the concept of space. Now, as you can see, we're in a huge space here today, which we specially hired for this video. But actually, no, we got it free because we know the organisers. But it's really cool because it illustrates that in life, if you want to get ahead of everything, get ahead of the job slavery market, what you have to do is you have to create enough space for you to think creatively about the next venture for you. Now, in life, it's very crazy because you've got debts to pay, you've got a job to go to, and you've got social media. You've got a phone, you've got other distractions. In everything that you do in your life every day, there's probably 5,000 different marketing messages that you're basically exposed to every single day. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of noise out there. And what you've got to do is you've got to cut through the noise, because the only way that you're going to move forward yourself is by taking responsibility for your own actions and your own results. And what you've got to do, as I said last week, is you've got to, first of all, the first step is you've got to believe in yourself. Or as Arnold Schwarzenegger says, you've got to trust yourself. And you've got to trust yourself when you're on your own. Because the only real growth that you're going to have quantum leaps at is by being in your own space. Now what I mean is that you don't have a phone, you don't have a laptop, and you have a place where no one can contact you, and you have no disturb at all. So you put your do not disturb on your head, metaphorically. Now what this enables you to do is it enables you to retreat from all those distractions. It enables your heart rate to slow down physically, and it enables you to connect inside to what you really want to do. And to do that, to elicit a better future, you've got to ask yourself very powerful questions. So one of the questions can be, for example, what kind of life do I want? The next question can be, what do I want to achieve? The next question can be, what do I want to do? The next question can be, what do I love to do? Now, most people in this life don't really know what they want to do in their entire lifetime. I didn't know what I wanted to do really until I was really 30 years old. And some people go through a whole life of not knowing what they want to do. But identifying what you want, identifying who you are, will determine the results that you want. Now, in this space, a lot of answers are going to be coming to you from the universe. Now, when I say the universe, I mean the space around you, the information, the messages around you, because when you ask the right question, you get the right answer, because the answers are all there around you, in the ether. And you'll be amazed, because there's probably been a point in your life where you've asked a question, and a couple of days later you've got the answer, and you're like, oh wow, that's amazing. And that's what can happen. But the more intention you have about asking questions, the answers will come quicker. The reason they don't come quick is because you've got so many distractions normally. Now, what I've been able to do is start from basically zero, and I've developed over probably 200 streams of income. Now, a lot of that income stream has been through intelligent property investment. So those rents coming in and giving me great income streams. But also, in property, when I get capital gain, I'm able to capture that profit and use that profit to invest in businesses at the same time in the same market, and also below market value properties in different markets. And what that does, it actually enables me to have a lot more income. Now, the average millionaire has around 7 streams of income, they say. But I'm telling you, it's actually easier to have many more streams of income by knowing exactly how to start a business, to leverage on a business, to invest in a property. It's knowing how to borrow money, and it's knowing how really what kind of businesses you want to invest in. Now, as an entrepreneur, I'm involved in building a brand personally because I love doing that. That's something I love to do, so I enjoy it. And for me, when I enjoy something so much, the time passes, there's no concept of time. So to identify what you want to do, it's the thing that you do which you lose all sense of time. And you look at your watch and my God, it's like the end of the day, and you thought it would only been like half an hour. That's the kind of thing you need to be involved in. And that kind of passion and that kind of activity is going to get you a lot more growth personally and financially, especially if it's connected to generating money through a business. And you can start businesses at very low cost these days, especially online. And also, sometimes as an investor, you can buy franchises that are already a finished business. So in the next coming weeks, I'm going to be showing you how to start income streams from scratch in business, investments, and stuff that you love to do. Because the concept of me existing and my purpose is to prove to you and show you that you can replace your salary with passive income very quickly, which means you never have to work ever again, you never have to have a boss ever again, and you can live life on your terms. Now, Tim Ferriss has written about this, Robert Kiyosaki has written about this, but what I'm doing is I'm actually giving you a blueprint. Now, in my book, The Financial Freedom Guarantee, I actually share that blueprint with you of how you can do that very quickly within a couple of years at the most, even if you're starting from zero. Because it's all about understanding with clarity where the money is going to give you the return you need to replace the salary that you have. Now, you can probably do that with 3 or 4 properties, very low cost. And in the coming weeks, I'm going to show you how to do that. Because the first stage of financial freedom and the first stage of enjoying your life is to be able to finance it. So a great lifestyle needs a great income stream. And that income stream has to be sustainable. To do that, you have to create space. As much space as possible. And, I'm talking at least once a week to start with. You've got to think of having a space for like an hour, just to switch off completely. If longer is possible, that would be great. And in that space, just get in touch with yourself and start asking questions. What do I want to do? What do I love to do? What would I love to achieve? What do I really want to do with my life? These are very powerful questions, major questions that will elicit answers for you and enable you to explore yourself better. And then once you've got some answers, a great thing to do is discuss those answers with the people that you love, but more importantly, the people that are doing what you are wanting to do. Now, one of the key areas that made me grow very fast and makes me still grow very fast is by spending time with people that have got what I want, not with spending time with people that have got what I don't want. That's not given me any growth and given me, to be honest with you, just a lot of hassle and waste of time. When you get older, the great thing is that you've got this mortality issue and you don't really worry about wasting time anymore. You just get on with it. So what I'm telling you right now is once you've got some answers that you've thought about in your own space, then you can find people who are qualified that have got what you want and discuss with them how they actually did that, because that will give you the steps to do what you really want to do. Now, that is a massive part of creating freedom for yourself. But remember, to create freedom, you first have to engage in space. This is Marco Robinson. Thanks for listening.